Callahan Walsh, Executive Director of the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children. Callahan, thank you for joining us this morning. What kind of difference is this $500,000 going to make?
It makes a huge difference. Look, my parents started the National Center after my brother Adam went missing when he was just 6 years old. We know what this family's going through, and they've turned their heartbreak into a commitment of generosity. This will go on to help elevate missing children's cases, get attention on cases that may not be getting the attention they deserve. This will go to help support families and bring home more missing children.
How about the reward in this case, $1 million now? How much of a difference will that make?
Well, in addition to the National Center, of course, my father and I co-host America's Most Wanted, and we've been relying on the public for years to catch the worst of the worst. 17 guys off the FBI's top 10 most wanted list, nearly 1,200 fugitives, and the reward is absolutely helpful. People don't want to call the cops, unfortunately. And this reward may be that piece that brings that person out of the woodwork and incentivizes them to make that tip. You know, $1 million is a life-changing amount of money and could be the reason this person finally comes forward.
And, you know, they say that the person caught on camera visited the house before the abduction. Does that suggest anything to you?
Yeah, it's not a good sign, right? This person is getting intel on the house, right? So looking at security, looking at ways they can circumnavigate that security, looking at ways that they can get in and out of the house discreetly. It's possibly why there wasn't very much evidence left behind at the scene of the crime. It's really unfortunate to see that. I mean, that's a scary image to see. This guy's outside the house lurking, planning and plotting his attack. It's very unsettling.
Yeah, many people have watched that video over and over again. And how do investigators go about deciding what they're going to release, what information they're going to release to the public and what they're going to hold back from us?
Right. Well, we certainly aren't looking at the whole picture on the outside, right? Law enforcement has to keep a lot of information close to the vest. That's helpful in the prosecution and in the trial. But what they really need to provide to the public, and what they often do, is the actionable information that the public can help fill in those gaps for law enforcement. You know, the public is the force multiplier, the eyes and ears on the ground. So any information about the suspect, person of interest, identifiable markers, things for the public to be on the lookout. That's what law enforcement is sharing in hopes that they get additional information back that can lead to the investigation.
And Callahan, lastly, what advice could you give to the Guthrie family? Because your family has been through something similar. What would be your advice to them right now?
We know the not knowing is the hardest part, and that's what they're going through right now. They need to hold on to hope. They need to remember their mother, think about all the great times that they had, think about their mother. This is not what defines her. She was a beautiful, beautiful human being who raised incredible children. And that's what they need to be thinking about right now, but holding on to hope. Law enforcement hasn't given up hope. The National Center hasn't. We haven't as the Walsh family. We know the Guthries haven't either.
No, we have not as well, not giving up hope. Callahan, thank you so much. Give our best to your father for us.
Yes.
We appreciate you being with us.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you. You just can't imagine what the family is going through and just trying everything they can to bring their mother home.
And hopefully this helps.
Hopefully it will.